Good morning, Ellis, and good morning, Audrey, and good morning to everyone out there. Namaste. Welcome to another session of Yoga with Lisa SXM, coming to you from the beautiful island of St. Martin in the Caribbean. Every Tuesday and Thursday live on Facebook, and you can always watch the old episodes, the old sessions. Just scroll down and pick one. If you ever want to do some yoga, there's a lot of them there. I've been doing this since the pandemic started, and I will keep going as long as I can. So today, let's start off as we often do in an easy seated position. Hands resting on knees, palm up, back softly straight. Close the eyes and just focus inward, breathing slowly and deeply and releasing any worries with your exhalation. Let any sorrow, anger, negativity, fear, anxiety, let it just dissipate with the air around you and travel away. And as you breathe in, maybe breathe in a little bit of optimism, hope, love, healing energy, joy, peace, gratitude. Fill your heart and your body with positivity and expel all the negativity and let it go. Your mind is like feeding a creature, you know? What you spend your time thinking about, it's like feeding that energy to your body and mind and soul. So if you spend all your time thinking anxious thoughts and negative emotions fill your heart, that's the animal that you feed. So let's not do that. Let's feed the positive creature inside of us with positive thoughts and let that grow and flourish and flower. Thank you. All right. With your next exhalation, just drop the chin and let the back of the neck lengthen. Keeping your back softly straight, let the head be heavy. Release your belly. Continue to breathe deep. Release your neck even a little more. Let the head drop down in front of the chest. You might surprise yourself how far it will drop if you really let go. And then slowly begin to shift your weight from hip to hip and let the head just roll around in front of the chest from shoulder to shoulder. Slow it down. Match your breathing and your movement in synchronicity, in balance. Release tension from the shoulders and neck. Let's take the head all the way over to one shoulder and just allow the head to sort of turn. One ear up, one ear down. Stay there and really think about lengthening the opposite side of the neck. Keep that shoulder down, away from the ear. Take a few breaths here. Release tension from the neck and shoulders. And then come back to the center and go back and forth a few times before you go to the other shoulder and allow that side to really sink down. Slow it down and we'll travel over to the opposite shoulder. One ear up, one ear down, both shoulders down, away from the ears. And then come back to the center and slowly lift the face up. Remember, as you go through this class with me today, and always listen to your inner wisdom, your inner yoga teacher knows what's right for you, what's needed. You're obviously always welcome to minimize my suggestions or modify them, or just wait and rest until things come back to where you want to rejoin. Listen to yourself I cannot know. I'm just one lady, and I cannot know what your issues are, what your situation is, but you do. So respect your limits. Don't push past those warning signals that you hear inside. And with an inhalation, let's float the arms up and reach up for the ceiling. Breathe in, reach up, look up, wiggle the fingers. Breathe big. Exhale, bring the arms all the way down to the floor. Just the right arm this time, reaching up as you breathe in, and come on over, stretch the side body. And come on down, bring that hand to the floor, breathe in, and other arm reaches up and over, breathe in. And bring it back down, both arms now, reach up. Find your prayer hands and pull it down to your heart. Just take a moment for yourself here. Set your intention for today's yoga. What brings you to your mat today? And just be grateful for that impulse to take care of yourself, to find balance in the body, mind, spirit, to bring peace into your heart. Beautiful. Let's interlock the fingers and squeeze the hands tight and breathe in and out. Squeeze and release. Breathe in and out. Nice. Push through. Invert the hands and drop the head. Round the back. Sit back on your tailbone. Push those shoulders forward, creating space between the shoulder blades. Slowly lift the hands up overhead, reaching tall. Breathe in. Bring the hands to the back of the head or the back of the neck. Elbows go way back. Look up through the top of your eyes and blink, 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 blink. Keep breathing. Well, let's dip one elbow down and one elbow up. Don't go too far here. Don't overdo it. Breathing in. Come back up. Exhale. Breathe in again. Dip the other way, one elbow up, one elbow down. Don't go too far. And come on up. Beautiful. Stretch both hands way up. Reach up, breathe in. And then bring the hands in front of the chest. Look down at your hips. Exhale. Come back to prayer, hands at your heart. Nice. Let's stretch those legs out and give them a shake. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones. Connect your weight down into the earth through your pelvis points. And flex those ankles. Turn those toes up towards the ceiling. Or maybe if you're really flexible in your Achilles tendon and calves, maybe your toes almost point a little bit back towards your forehead. Let's sit tall. Shoulders push back. Heart lifts. Top of the head lifts. Shoulders release and sink down towards the floor. Keep flexing those ankles. And think about the back of your knees opening up. Receiving energy from the earth. The chakras aligned. The root chakra connected to the earth. Energy from the earth flowing up. All the way through your crown chakra to heaven. Release your shoulders. Just sit tall. Keep breathing in. And notice what sensations come up in the body. Maybe a hip is talking to you. Maybe your lower back is talking to you. Breathe air into that sensation that you feel most extreme right now. Try to bring calmness to that spot. Tell it it's okay. Nice. Release your legs and let them flop out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Bring one heel up towards your hip. And bring your shoulder on the inside of that knee. And walk your hands down. You can round your back a little bit here. You can drop your head if you want. And just let your hands reach towards your ankle, your forehead towards your knee. And walk your hands back towards your hip and bring the body back upright. And let's let that knee drop down. Maybe your heel is close to your groin. If it's not comfortable for you, you can have it anywhere that feels right. All right, stretch the arms straight up, straight back, and flex that ankle on that long leg. We're going to reach for the wall beyond the foot, so just allow your hands to slowly move through an arc and look down at your knee so your neck is not in a difficult position for the neck and shoulders and cervical connection at the skull. Reach those fingers as if you're really trying to reach. Maybe even pull one hand forward a little more than the other, and then the other hand pulls forward. Keep breathing, sending oxygen to that spot that you feel the most intensely. And when you're ready, put your hands on the floor and push yourself back up. Get both legs straight again. Walk the legs left and right, left and right. Release, relax. Get ready for trying the same thing on the other side. Bring that heel up close to the hip. Knee is up. Shoulder comes inside the knee. Walk the hands down towards the ankle. Round your back, drop your head. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Try to relax. When you're ready, push against the ground and bring yourself back up. Let's let that knee drop down. Find that good place for your heel, wherever you like it. We're going to reach with a straight back beyond the foot. Look down at your knee. Don't put your neck into an awkward position. Reach, stretch, breathe. One hand reaching a little farther than the other. Switch sides like you're pulling against some kind of rope. Maybe working an anchor line on a bow of a boat. Pull, reach, pull. Both hands reach, look down. Hands to the floor, push yourself back up. Beautiful. Get both legs straight again. And let's do an extreme forward fold. So hands reaching up. We're going to imagine that we have the clock. The center of the clock is right at your hips, and your hands are pointing up at 12. Your legs are out at like 3 o'clock. All right, go from 12 to 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Keep breathing. Let's go to 1:30. Hold. Are you looking down at your legs? Please do. Don't look in the direction your fingers are going, because that puts a crick in your neck and we don't want that. So look down at your legs. Let's go to 2 o'clock. Keep breathing. When you're ready, 2:30. And now horizontal reach right above your toes. Look down at your legs. Keep breathing. Keep reaching. Maybe bring your wrists to reach right on top of your big toe. Still looking down at your legs. As you get your wrists touching your toes, resting on your toes, let's point the toes and just pull a little bit through the lower back. Pull the arms just a little farther forward. Come back to flexed ankles. And then point the toes, bringing the hands to a little more extreme position, reaching and feeling that beautiful stretch in the lower back. And then come back up. Let's put the hands on the legs. Walk your hands back up towards your hips and roll those shoulders. Squeeze them back, down, forward, and up by your earlobes. Back, squeeze the shoulder blades, bring them down, lengthening in the neck, forward, rounding the back, and up. Keep it moving. Breathe. Nice. Let's go the other way around. Nice. Open those legs out into a straddle. And here I strongly suggest that you don't go wider than you feel comfortable with, because the inner thigh is very sensitive and we don't want to stress out the tissues. We just want a nice, gentle, open leg sit, open straddle sit. Arms float up above the legs and reach one hand over the toes. Keep breathing. Nice. Let's let one hand stay near the ankle and reach the other hand straight up. And open the chest, look up at the ceiling, drop that hand back behind your shoulder. Open up and breathe in. Flex both ankles if you want. And then exhale and close the hands together at the ankle. Open, breathe in. Close, exhale. Open, breathe in. Look up at the ceiling. Look down at your leg, close. Breathe. Slow it down. Enjoy the movement. It's not meant to be work. Don't take it so seriously. All right, we're going to stay down for a moment. Feel free to collapse down if you feel the need. And then when you're ready, come back up. Seated tall, arms float above the legs again. Right and left. Breathing in and out. Keep it going. Smooth and easy. Relaxed and calm. Center yourself. And when you're ready, we'll take that hand all the way to the ankle, and the other hand's going to reach up towards the ceiling and back. Look up at the ceiling, breathe in. Close it down, exhale. Look down at your leg. Open up, look up. Close it and look down. Have some fun. Enjoy the movement. And listen closely to anything the body has to say about this activity, this movement, this exercise. Beautiful. Let's stay down here. Roll both hands at your ankle or your shin and forehead close to the knee. Feel free to just collapse down if you feel an urge to do that. And then we'll walk our hands back up and sit tall again. Bring those legs in. Bring the hands to prayer pose at your chest. And let's press the hands against each other nice and strong using arm muscles, finger muscles. Everything's working in the arms, shoulders, and hands. Also, your chest muscles underneath your collarbone. Let's activate those muscles. And why not come around to the sides, underneath your armpits, push, and use those muscles on the side. And don't forget your shoulder blades in the back. Everything in the upper torso is working hard to press your hands together. Isometric exercise. And of course, keep breathing. Press, press, press. Feel free to maximize your pressure, whatever feels like it's really helpful to you. Beautiful. All right, let's hook the hands together and pull using all the same muscles again in the opposite direction. Now keep pulling and breathing. Feel strong. And quickly just shift the position of your hands, interlock the other way, and continue to pull. Keep breathing. Keep those elbows up. Arms horizontal, parallel to the floor. And release. Let your fingers float, let your arms float out to the side, and let's just be like an airplane or a glider, zooming through the air. One hand reaching up, one hand reaching down. Allow one hand to come over the head, maybe even touch your opposite side ear. Two more times on each side. Breathe. Awesome. All right, let's let the arms float up slowly as you inhale. Interlock your fingers and bring them right behind your head, bow your head, and just pull the arms apart slightly. And let the hands drift back up again. come down in front. Let's cross the elbows, wrap the forearms, and maybe your fingertips come close to your wrist or the palm of your hand. Lift it up, breathe in, and look at the ceiling. Lift those elbows up by your forehead, up. And then bring the elbows close to your belly button and round it down. Exhale. Looking up and down. Bring it up and bring it back down. One more time, up and down. Nice. Awesome. Release. Reach those hands behind the tailbone and just grab wrists or fingers or hands and squeeze the arms straight. And then swing the arms back and forward, and let's get ready to scoot down onto our backside. Keeping it super gentle today. Don't do anything that feels wrong. Listen to your own body's wisdom. Okay, so your heels are a little bit close to your hips and knees are up. Arms can go wherever feels luxurious and comfortable. Snuggle down into the floor. Make sure you feel balanced. And allow yourself the luxury of being heavy. Let's let the feet walk a little bit wider than the hips, toe and heel it out, and then let the knees lean against each other. Release the belly, release the back, release the shoulders and hips. Release your mind. And then when you're ready, walk your feet back so that your feet are more or less aligned with your hips. And you can readjust where your arms are if you want. It can be anywhere that feels good. We're going to pay attention to the lower back and that little bridge at your lower back that lifts up in a low arch from hips to mid-back. Tilt the pelvis and push the lower back down into the floor hard. Squeeze the belly in. Squeeze the buttocks in. Maybe even squeeze your thighs. Everything from the belly button to the knees is squeezing in and pushing down into the floor. Try to keep breathing easy and free. Arms and shoulders relaxed. Push down with your lower back. Squeeze the belly in. Tighten up those abs. Tuck in the waist. Keep breathing. Squeeze and push down. Don't stop. Keep breathing. Keep pushing down. All right, release. Awesome. Both knees drop to the left. If you want, maybe your head turns to the right. And just take a moment with yourself here to be heavy and relaxed. Release both sides of your hips. Let's take that top leg, knee is bent, take that top leg and move it in a circle. Any size circle is fine, whatever feels good to you. Breathe through your circle. Half the circle inhale, half the circle exhale. And then bring that knee to the floor just above the other knee. Release everything. Beautiful restorative breathing here, almost like a sigh or a yawn. Let it go. Beautiful. Let's come on back to your back and bring those knees up. Tilt your pelvis. Push your lower back into the floor again. Squeeze your buttocks in. Squeeze your thighs. Keep your chest and shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing. Squeeze the belly in. Press the lower back down hard into the floor. Push down. Squeeze in. Keep breathing. Push, 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 down, down, down. Keep breathing. Squeeze in. Push down. Don't stop. All right, release, relax. Both knees drop to the right. Relax. Maybe turn your head to the left. You should feel the urge to yawn or stretch or breathe deep, restoring energy and oxygen to those muscles that worked hard there, pressing the lower back down. Now that you've got your reflex of relaxation kicking in, enjoy it. And let's take that top knee, keep it bent and just circle it around. Any speed, any size, circle, it's all good. Breathe. Feel free to change direction if you want to. Go around the other way. Nice. Let's bring that knee to the ground, just above the other knee. And find your lovely reclined spinal twist. Make it yours. Make any adjustments you need to. Just talk to you a little bit about how important it is to relax and breathe deep. Especially when you're in these reclined spinal twists, they're very healing. And even more so, the more you relax. Take a little walk from tailbone all the way up through the spine to the neck, and ask every little part of your spine, are you 100% relaxed? If not, why not? This is the time to let everything go. If you're still holding, just ask why. What's going on that I can't relax right now? You may find, as I did in my yoga journey, that the holding is based in a sense of fear or a need to feel ready in case something happens. It's about trust. Trust yourself enough to let go. It's okay. You don't need to be ready for fight or flight. Trust yourself enough to relax 100% right now and be here with yourself in peace and calmness and centeredness. Trust yourself. Nice. Let's come onto our back again. And let's put our soles of our feet together and let the knees go wide. Bring the hands down and lift up your chest a little bit and pull the shoulders away from your ears and then set it back down. You may feel the need then to tuck your tailbone under a little bit and resettle. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide, pelvis open wide. And again, let go, release, relax, be heavy. Bring those knees up and all the way to the chest. Hands come to the knees. Squeeze it in. Bring your forehead close to your knees. And come down to the floor. With the head, reach the arms and legs up to the ceiling. And let's just circle the ankles, circle the wrists. Flex and bring the ankles and wrists, knees and elbows down. Push up and let's point the toes and the hands come all the way over so the wrists get a full range of motion. Then we'll flex the ankles and wrists, bring the elbows and knees down and push it back up and point. Let's do that 10 more times. We'll bring it down, push it up and point. That's 10. Flex. Bring it down, push it up, and that's 9. Go again, down, up, and 8. Flex. Down, push it up. 7. Flex. Bring it down, push it up. 6. Down and up. 5. Down and up. 4. Flex. Bring it down. Push it up. Point. That's 3. Flex. Bring it down. Push it up and point. Last one. Down. Bring it up and point. Let's flex the ankles and wrists and just walk like you're walking on the ceiling. Beautiful. Hands just behind your knees. Close the knees on your fingertips. Bring your knees away from your chest. Bring your head off the floor. And see if you can just rock a little bit from shoulders to tailbone. Let's rock 10 times. Round the back. Rock like a rocking chair. Giving a gentle massage up and down the spine into the erector muscles on either side of the spine. Eventually, we're going to try and stop in boat pose up on our hips. And I'm just going to come back into the camera. Okay, so when you're in boat pose, you've got your lower legs parallel to the floor and maybe your toes pointing up towards the ceiling. You can have your hands behind your knees and pull those knees in towards your shoulders. Try to have your back more or less straight and shoulders away from your ears. Go the hands and float them out to the side, float them up and down. Breathe in, lift, come on down, exhale, come on up, bring them down. One more time, reach up. And back to seated, where we started. We're going to do a gentle spinal twist, seated spinal twist. So both legs extend out. If this is new to you, pay attention to left and right, and I apologize. I think the camera reverses my left and right, and I think that may be a little confusing. So I'm going to try, I don't know, I maybe should just stay consistent with myself and let you figure it out. If you are exactly reversed from me, I think it's okay. So anyway, I'm just going to stay consistent with myself. I'm sorry about that. Take your right leg up and bend it and cross that foot over the left knee. Reach the left hand forward and wrap the elbow around that knee. If you can't get your elbow around your knee, you can just grab it in your hand. That's fine. And then if you have your elbow in your knee, it's nice to put your finger and thumb in the yoga mudra, the circle, and have that near your heart. Then we're going to reach the other arm forward. That straight leg that's long, the ankle's flexed. Look at your fingertips on your right hand and let it drift out to the right and come behind you. Once you go as far as it wants to go, drop it to the floor and use the arm to splint your posture up beautifully, arching your back a little bit. Look over your back shoulder. And then you just connect energy down into the earth through your hip bones and your root chakra. At the same time, energy up towards the heavens through your crown chakra, aligning the chakra, and gently squeeze the spine like you're wringing out a washcloth. Keep breathing deeply. When you're ready, reach the hand back, breathing in, and exhale, bring it forward. Both hands reach forward and across your legs and hold over your head an imaginary beach ball. Bring it to your heart, push it out over your toes, lift it up over your head, keep it moving, breathing, All right, let's just come back to a soft seated position. You can let your hands rest on your thighs. Your feet can flop outward, round your back, and drop your head. And a little bit of a new challenge for some of us. If you want to give this a try, put your hands on the floor near your hips and lift the hips up. Come back down. Return to seated with a rounded back and a dropped head. Beautiful. Let's twist around the other way now. Make sure you're connected in your hips. And then spin the opposite leg. Cross it over the knee. The same leg that's long and straight here, reach that arm forward, wrap that elbow, or grab the knee in your hand. Finger and thumb together if you have the ability to do that. Reach the other hand forward, look at your fingernails, and drift back, and opening the chest back. Drop the hand behind the hip. Use that to split your posture tall. Look over your back shoulder. Continue to breathe deep. Squeezing that spine. Inhale and lift the hand behind you up to horizontal. Exhale, bring it forward. Both hands reach forward. Uncross your legs. Hold that beach ball over your head. Come down over your toes. Bring it to your heart and up. Breathe in. One more time, all the way around, big breath in. And let's just come into caterpillar pose now. Bring your feet just a little wider than your hips. Slide your hands down towards your ankles or your instep, your soft sole of your foot. Round your back, drop your head. Stay down in caterpillar for 5 slow breaths. Release everything in the back. Drop your head. And then when you're ready, come back up. And we're going to come up onto our knees now. If you're uncomfortable with your knees against the floor, maybe double up your yoga mat and make it a little extra cushion under the knees. So we're standing kind of like in mini mountain pose. The knees are under the shoulders and hips aligned. Shoulders roll back and then arms hang. Take your knees just a little wider for me. Take that right arm down to the floor in front and all the way up. Breathe in and out. Reach as big a circle as you can. Breathe. The biggest circle possible. And reverse it. Go the other way around. Breathe at the top. Exhale at the bottom. As big a circle as you can. All right, come back to your mini mountain pose. Let the arms hang. Heart rises. Top of the head reaching up. Other hand, gonna do the same thing. As big a circle as you can. Down to the floor in front of the knees. All the way up as high as you can reach. Breathe with the movement. Let's change direction, go the other way. Nice. Come back to your mountain pose. And I'm going to take that right foot out to the side. Take that hand along that long leg and reach down towards the ankle. It may not go very far past your knee. Stretch the other arm up and feel a stretch through the hip, through the side body, through the ribs, through the armpit, through the elbow, through the wrist, through the palm of the hands. Fingers spread wide. Reach over. Let's cartwheel the arms out opposite each other and bring that hand that was up down to the floor. Reach that. Now what's up? The arm over. Stretch long. And come back up. Both arms reach up. Put our hands down to your heart. And bring that knee underneath the hip. Come back to mountain. Just adjust my mat here. All right, let's stretch the other leg out. Take that hand and reach down past the knee towards the ankle. And reach the other hand up and over. Gentle stretch through the side body. Fingers spread wide. Reach and breathe. I got some kind of message from my phone there, and I think I may be low battery, which I charged. I don't know why it would be low bat. If I lose you, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep doing my yoga, and maybe we'll keep going. Let's bring that hand back down to the floor and other hand up. Stretch through the side body. Awesome. And then come back up. Both hands reach up. Put our hands down to your heart. And the knee comes down. Let's sit on the heels. Hands rest on the thighs. And just feel at one with yourself. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands to the floor and do a few cats and cows. Turn the toes under and lift up to downward dog. Push the hands away from the shoulders. Drop the top of the head down towards the mat. Lift the hips up, drop the heels. And then bring your feet together. Thank you, Tom. See, this is why you need technical support. Come on down off. That is not the right chord. Oh, so much for technical support. So we are back to cat and cow. Arch and sway. Round the back. Sway the back. And bring your hips back to your heels and find yourself in pose of a child. Take a rest. Rising back up. Let's come to downward dog again. Bring those feet together. And let's try a three-legged dog. Lift one foot up. Bring it down, touch the floor, and bring it right back up. Breathe as you move. Let's do that 3 times. Down, touch the floor, bring it back up. Breathe in. And out. Drop it. And again. Hey, I'm back. There, I have no idea. I'm so sorry about that. We were going through every wire in the whole house. I think we might be okay now. If you're there with me, thank you so much for bearing with me through technical difficulties. We were in the middle of cat and cow. And what I thought we would do now is bring those knees under the hips and wrists under the shoulders and just do a balance. Bring one arm out and the opposite leg out and hold. Switching sides. Switching sides again. And last time, switch those sides. When you're ready, bring it down. And let's do nose to knee, and then bring your head up and bring that heel high up above, behind. Nose to knee, head high, heel high. Repeating the same side over and over again. And you can go slow or fast, whatever feels good. Make sure you feel stable on those hands and that last knee, sort of tripod standing here. Keep breathing. All right, bring it down. Let's try the other side. Nose to knee, head high, heel high. Bring it down and up. Bring it down and up. Keep breathing. Three more. Two more. One more. All right, bring it down. Let's do a wide-legged pose of a child here. Bring the knees out, big toes touching, and slide back, hips to heels. Walk the hands forward, and maybe your chest comes down to the floor between the knees. Turn the head to one side. And allow yourself to just rest in this opening position. Beautiful. Come back up to table and do a few more cat and cows for me. Keeping that flexibility through the spine, keeping those fluids moving easily through the tissues. Nice. Let's get ready for our plank challenge. Open. I just wanted to make a couple of suggestions. Hey, you're still with me. Good. Ellis, everything good, good, good. Thank you. All right. Now, I just want to make a couple of suggestions. When you're doing your plank, try to round the upper back between your shoulder blades up rather than collapsing down. Push it up. Make sure also that your head is not looking forward, but is looking down between your thumbs on the floor. If you want, you can be on your shoulder, on your elbows instead of your palms of your hands. Get ready to come down, and it's not so important that you drop your hips. They can be a little bit bent up. If that's okay for you, think about your heels pushing back so you feel a nice stretch through the back of the calf muscles and the Achilles tendon. Let's lift the left heel up. Okay, bring it down. Come back to a nice strong plank for me. Good. Bring the right heel up. And drop it down. Return to your strong plank. Nose to knee like we did before, and stick it out. Nose to knee, and extend. Nose to knee, and extend. Come back to plank. Let's try the other leg. Nose to knee, extend. Nose to knee, extend. Nose to knee, extend. Back to plank. And knees down. Well done. Bring your forehead to the floor by your knees. Pose of a child. Rest. Beautiful. Come into your tummy for me. Reach your hands back towards your hips and allow your shoulders to come down. Rounding the back, turn your head to one side. Hands palm up, resting next to your thighs or your hips. Take those elbows just a little farther out from the shoulders. And then let's lift the head and take those hands back like you're reaching your fingertips towards your heels. You can relax through the back and hips and legs. This is more about the upper body. Reach those shoulders back, reach those fingertips back, lift the head. And then come back down to resting and maybe turn your head the other way this time. You can take your toes and point them in at each other and the heels reach out like a diamond shape. Nice, all right. Bring those feet together for me. And let's bring the hands right under the shoulders, fingers pointing up, elbows tucked in at your waist. Let's do a low cobra. Forehead on the floor. Squeeze the hips in, squeeze the knees against each other, squeeze the feet against each other. Protect your lower back. Let's lift the nose, forehead, nose, chin, and then the whole head comes up. And you can just lift the head a little higher, but don't use any pressure on your hands for low cobra. And then come on down, and we're going to tip over onto our side here. Take it on your side, come back down onto the ground, onto your mat. In your side resting pose, the knees are bent and stacked, hand rest on your hip, head rest on your shoulder or your arm. Allow yourself to be heavy on the floor. Take that top arm and that top leg and stretch them out. Spread your fingers wide and flex your ankle. Lift slowly as you breathe in and lower as you exhale. Find your full range of motion. Slow everything down. Two more times. Lift slowly. Breathe in. Lower slowly. Exhale. And then come back to resting. And let's try on the other side. Come into your side resting pose, relaxed and heavy. Stretch that arm out and that leg out. Lift and breathe in. Exhale, drop it down. Lift and breathe in. Exhale, lower. Continue like that. Our time has run out, but I hope you will find your last bit of yoga today on your own and feel balanced and grateful. Stay with yourself. Breathe deeply. And I grant you my most sincere namaste Thank you for staying with me through my technical difficulties today. And I'll see you again next week on Tuesday.